Sir, my baby sister is freezing. The small voice trembled through the snowy Christmas Eve air. Marcus Bennett stopped, his breath forming clouds in the bitter cold. A little boy sat on a frost-covered bench, clutching a bundle wrapped in a thin blanket. Inside, a baby's weak cry pierced Marcus's heart. "Please, she won't stop shaking," 4-year-old Liam whispered, his lips blue, tears freezing on his cheeks. Marcus knelt down, his expensive coat collecting snow. Without hesitation, he wrapped his cashmere coat around both children. "Where's your mother?" "Working. At the food cart, 2 blocks away. I couldn't carry her any more in the cold," Liam sobbed, holding 5-month-old Ruby closer. Marcus lifted them both. "Come with me. Let's get you warm." At his penthouse, Marcus's housekeeper, Mrs. Parker, gasped, "Mr. Bennett!" "Warm milk, blankets, quickly," Marcus commanded, his CEO authority softening into desperation. He'd built an empire, yet felt helpless before this shivering infant. As Ruby finally stopped crying, wrapped in warmth, Marcus called the food cart. A frantic voice answered, "Liam, is that you?" "Mrs. Hayes, your children are safe. Please, come to this address." 20 minutes later, Grace Hayes burst through the door, her worn coat dusted with snow, her face etched with exhaustion and fear. She froze seeing her children safe, warm, sleeping peacefully on Marcus's leather sofa. I only left them for an hour. The food cart owner threatened to fire me if I brought them again." Grace collapsed into tears. "Their father died 8 months ago. Construction accident. I'm trying so hard." Marcus's throat tightened. He understood loss differently now. 3 years ago, his wife Emma had been paralyzed in a car accident. He'd thrown himself into work, avoiding the pain at home, the guilt of the night he'd been driving. "You're doing everything you can," Marcus said quietly. "But you shouldn't have to do it alone." Over the following weeks, something unexpected grew. Marcus hired Grace to manage his company's employee cafeteria. Better hours, steady income, benefits. But more than that, Liam and Ruby became frequent visitors to the Bennett home. Emma, who'd barely smiled in 3 years, lit up when Liam read her stories, his small voice filling the silent house. Ruby's laughter during their visits became the soundtrack to Emma's physical therapy sessions. "Why did you help us?" Grace asked one evening, watching her children play. Marcus stared at his hands. "That night, the accident, I was distracted, angry about a business deal. Emma paid the price for my selfishness. I've been punishing myself ever since, drowning in work, barely present in her life." His voice cracked. "When I saw Liam holding Ruby, I saw my chance to finally do something right, to be present, to matter." Grace touched his arm gently. "You matter to Emma. She told me. She doesn't blame you. She just wants you back." Those words shattered something in Marcus. That night, he sat beside Emma's wheelchair, really looked at her for the first time in months. "I'm sorry for disappearing, for letting guilt build walls between us." Emma's eyes filled with tears. "I never needed perfect, Marcus. I just needed you." Christmas Eve came again. Snow fell softly as Grace, Liam, and Ruby joined Marcus and Emma. The house glowed with warmth, not from the fireplace, but from the laughter, the connection, the family they'd unexpectedly become. Liam climbed onto Marcus's lap. "Mr. Marcus, last year I was so scared. Now I'm not scared anymore." Marcus held the boy close, his own eyes wet. "Neither am I, buddy. Neither am I." Emma reached for Grace's hand, squeezing gently. Two mothers, two different paths, united in gratitude and understanding. As Ruby gurgled happily in Grace's arms, wrapped in the same blanket from that frozen night, Marcus realized something profound. Kindness wasn't a transaction or obligation. It was a bridge connecting broken people, healing invisible wounds, transforming strangers into family. "Thank you," Grace whispered, "for seeing us that night." Marcus shook his head, his voice thick with emotion. "Thank you for reminding me what matters. You didn't just let me help you, you saved me." Outside, snow continued falling, gentle and pure. Inside, 5 people sat together, not perfect, not unchanged by pain, but healing, connected, home. The kindness Marcus showed that frozen night had rippled outward, touching everyone it reached, proving that sometimes the greatest gift we give is simply showing up, being present, and choosing to care when it would be easier to walk away.
If this story touched your heart, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let's spread more stories of kindness and hope together.